Okay, tonight we're going to go over something very, very important, of course, and it is risk management. It is how to minimize your risk and maximize your profit in the forex world. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys how I calculate my lot size. Okay, I will use a 0.01 lot size per $1,500 in my account. Okay, and that is for one trade. Okay. So that doesn't mean if you have $1,500 in your account to drop 4.01 lot size trades. That's over leveraging. Okay. That means you probably need to just do one trade at a time until you get it up to $3,000. So when you get up to $3,000, you can either do a 0.02 lot size per trade, or you can do 2.01 lots per trade. That's my standard. That's what I go by. That's what I go by. And it is kind of conservative, okay? Make sure you guys are writing that down, taking notes. Let me get the chat screen open. Can you guys? Yeah. Okay. You guys, now listen up. Now we're going to talk about leverage. Leverage is like hustling on the streets with a small stash, but making big moves. You can flip it into major profits, but it can also take you down quick if you're not careful. It's a double-edged sword, so you got to play it smart. Don't get greedy or reckless. Use it right, and you might come out on top. But mess around and you could lose it all. Stay sharp. Don't let the leverage play you. So understanding leverage in the Forex markets, really including US 30, okay? US 30 allows for significant leverage, okay? Meaning that you can actually control a much larger position with relatively a small amount of capital, okay? Leverage is an amazing thing. It's a great reward, but with great reward comes responsibility, okay? Because while it can really amplify your wins, it also can increase the risk of a substantial loss. Good risk management involves understanding and using your leverage cautiously. Okay. 1 second. Let me shut. When you guys open your trading accounts, you're going to pick a leverage, be it demo or live account. 1 to 100, 1 to 200, 1 to 500. I've got some that are 1 to 2,000. Okay. What that means is on the 1 to 100, it means for every dollar that you have in your account, your broker is going to let you trade it like it's $100. That's how come little people like us in the markets, the little retail traders, that's how we can actually get in the markets as leverage. Okay. So instead of having $10,000, you've only got 1,000. But if you put 1,000 in your account, your broker's going to let you get in there and trade it like it's 10,000. Y'all got that? Any questions? If so, drop it in the chat. Okay, no questions. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about your risk per trade. All right. So check this out. When you're trading, you got to play it safe. You're only going to put a tiny piece of your stash on any single trade. We're talking like 1 to 2%. You feel me? This way, if you got one trade that goes south, you ain't going to be left broke. You got to spread that risk out so one bad move don't wreck your whole game. Keep it tight. Keep it smart. Always protect your cash. That's how you're going to stay in the game, no matter what. So, limiting the amount of capital risk on any single trade, it's a fundamental principle of risk management, okay? A common guideline is not to risk more than 1 to 2% of your whole trading account balance on one single trade. Okay. This approach helps make sure that if you do have a loss, it's not catastrophic. You're not going to blow your account. Because you never put your dough on just one bet. Just risk a tiny piece. That way, if you lose, it ain't taking too much. So what that means is you guys have got some math to do before you show up to trade. I'm not your financial advisor and I don't claim to be, but before you show up to trade, you need to have done the math. How much are you willing to risk on one trade? Okay. Being newbies, I would do 0.75% to 1% a trade. Okay. So that means you know what's in your trading account. Okay. Don't just show up to push buttons. Show up and be educated and calculated with a trading plan. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that? All right. So now we're going to talk about stop loss orders. So let's deal with your stop loss orders. You set a stop loss, so if the price starts dropping too much, it's going to kick you out of the trade. This way, you ain't sitting there just watching your money disappear. It's like backup. You can show you don't lose more than you can handle. Play it smart. Protect your stash. And let that stop loss do its job, guys. So you guys have showed up with me trading in the mornings, okay? Notice what I do as soon as I hit that button. I'm setting a stop loss, setting a take profit. Utilizing stop loss orders, it can what it can do is it can automatically close your trade at a predetermined price level. Okay. That's going to help you limit potential losses. Effective stop loss, it's critical on open bell. It's critical. Okay. And it should be based on your risk, what you know. If you're going to risk 0.75% of your trade, you need to know that amount. Okay. Let's just see here. This is just so I'm going to do a point. I'm going to do okay. So I'm going to hit a buy. And what you're going to notice is I have a predetermined amount in my head. Boom, I've hit a buy. Yeah, first thing y'all are going to see me do is left click on this green line and pull it down. Now, if you look over here to the left of your chart, it's going to tell you how much you're risking. You see $50.50. 505 pips. Know your dollar amount, and then you can just pull it down to that you're willing to lose. Okay. For me, I'm always going to pull it down at least past, if not that low, the other previous low, and give it some wiggle room. That's just me. Okay. You guys know your dollar amount because as soon as you hit that button, you need to be left clicking that green line and pulling your stop loss. Okay. Because I hit a buy, I'm pulling my stop loss down. Okay. Y'all see me do it automatic. Okay. Okay. And then you see me left click the line because I'm in a buy and you see me move my take profit up. Now, if I feel like it's going to fly through it, you'll be seeing me adjust these, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. That's for a buy. Okay. If you hit a buy, you better be left clicking that green button and pulling it down. Know your dollar amounts you're going to risk. And go ahead and set you a take profit. Okay. Respectively. If you hit the sell button, you better be grabbing that green line, left clicking, sell. You're going to pull it up, set your stop loss. I'm going to set it just a little bit above the previous swing high over here. And then left click that line and bring it down till you take profit. Okay. You guys see what I'm talking about? Look, you can hover over these lines and it's going to tell you on that sale, I'm risking $21.44. Okay. Risking that. Okay. It'll tell you. Okay. On the buy, I'm risking fiddlesticks, $39.06. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? You got to be quick to run with the big dogs. Shit moves fast. Some mornings, I'm telling you. So does everybody understand why it's so important to set your stop loss? So next we're going to talk about sorry, position sizing. So yeah, listen up. When you're trading, you got to watch your position size. Adjust how much you throw down based on how busy the price can get. If it's moving wild, don't bet big. Keep it small. Control your risk. You want to stay in the game, not get wiped out. It's about playing smart, keeping your cash safe. So keep your eye on that cost action, trade smart. That's how you stay ahead in the hustle. We talked earlier about lot size, position size. How much per $1,500 in your account? Y'all tell me in the chat. Let me see if you're listening. Very good. Very good. We're going to use a 0.01 per 1,500. Now with US 30, I know that you goodness. My back. US 30, I know you have to have at least $300 in your account. I recommend more because if you freak out and close and you lose a trade, you can't place another one. Okay. That's why I also suggest demos to start with. It moves fast and you need to get your head in the game. You need to get the practice down of hitting that button, you stop loss, and you take profit. Okay. Okay. So next we're going to talk about risk to reward ratio. All right. So here's the lowdown on your risk reward ratio. Before you jump in a trade, make sure your profits at least double what you could lose. So if you're risking $1, you better be looking to make 2. This makes sure the game's worth the hustle. Don't be taking no weak trades where the payout ain't big enough. Keep it smart for the 2 to win. Make your moves count. How you stay ahead in the game. So before we show up to trade, we are already going to know in our head our lot size, and we're already going to know how much we're willing to lose that morning on your trade, right? So we're going to show up prepared. We're going to show up, have done our math. Do I have any questions so far? Next, we're going to talk about something very, very, very important, okay? And that is emotional discipline. All right, y'all, so listen up. Emotional discipline is what's key in the game. You got to stick to your plan, not let fear or greed mess with your head. Be making trades just because you're trying to get rich quick. Stay cool. Follow your strategy. Don't let your emotions run the show. Keep it tight. Stay focused. Play it smart. That's how you're gonna win. Yes, we dropped the link while I was in the hospital. There's a special section to live trade. We're trading on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Emotional control is vital. Okay. Good risk management. It's going to mean following your trading plan. Okay. Avoid impulsive decisions based on fear or greed. Because you can't let your emotions run the show. Fear and greed is going to mess with your moves. It's going to mess with your money. So if you and your old lady Or you and your old man have been in a fight that morning and you're all stressed the hell out, don't trade. Don't trade. If your kids have got you to where you can't even see straight and you've got four hairs left on the top of your head and you can't concentrate and pull it together and focus on these charts and let everything die beside around you, and you just don't trade. It's that simple. It's that simple. There could be some mornings that I show up and I'll tell you, like, guys, my mindset ain't right this morning and I'm not going to trade, but let's look at these charts and you go for it. I have lost enough money in this game from trading with emotions that I have learned that if your mind ain't right, you ain't got to trade. Save it for another day. Okay? When you show up to trade, it's not the time to be thinking, oh my God, my rent's due. If I don't make such a, oh my God, my phone's about to be cut off. Oh shit. It's not the time to think that. When you sit down to trade, you've got to leave all of that in the next room. You got to leave all of that at the door. It will mess with your mind. It'll mess with your trade. You'll start revenge trading. Then you'll blow your damn account. Emotional discipline. I always say it. Trading is 90% mastering the 6 inches in between your ears. 5% is hitting the buy button. 5% is hitting the sell button. 90% of it is mastering these 6 inches in between your ears. And next, we're going to understanding your market conditions. Okay. So, pay attention to this. You got to stay informed. You got to stay informed about all the news and the events that shake up the market. Knowing what's going on going to help you make smarter decisions. Keep your ear to the ground. You follow the latest updates. You use that info for your knowledge. It's about being in the know, using it to stay ahead of the game. You don't sleep on the news because it can make or break your trades. What is the first thing we do every time we sit down to trade? Every time we sit down to trade, whether it be the New York Open, Asian, London, what is the first thing that we do no matter what time of day we sit down to trade? Very good. We check for the economic news on Forex Factory. Being aware of the economic indicators, the news events, market sentiment, especially those USD folders, can affect the US 30. It's essential, it's timely, and it makes for informed decision making. That's the first thing we do every single morning after we pray. And then we got education and practice. So check this out. Education and your practice, it's everything in this game. Keep learning, keep sharpening your skills. Use your demo account to practice risking your real money. It's like training before the big fight. Get good. Get good without taking hits to your wallet. The more you learn, the more you practice, the better you'll be when it's time to trade for real. So stay sharp, guys. Keep hustling. I got to where I'm at with US 30, literally from thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of doing this right here, sitting and staring the charts, watching how she moves, watches how she reacts, watching her. Me and her's got a relationship. It's almost like a constant conscious contact. Okay. Oh, it's very smart, especially when you first start trying to trade opening bell, that you practice in demo. Small positions. Okay. And that's going to help you manage your risk more effectively. Okay. Effective risk management and trading especially with a volatile pair like the US 30, it's about making informed decisions. Okay. Being disciplined, showing up with a trading plan, always being prepared for the possibility of losses. Okay. If you meticulously apply these principles that we're talking about to your daily trading, you can achieve long-term success with this. Okay. You can achieve long-term success with this. Okay, guys. So I should have did it while it was up 80 pips. I'm 42 pips in the good now. Usually I like to wait till it gets about 100 or 150. Okay. When it gets 100 to 150 points, we like risk-free trades. Okay. So when it does that, you're going to take your stop loss down here and you're going to left click and you're going to bring it up past your entry. Okay. Past your entry. Okay. That's going to secure a bag. You cannot go broke securing a bag. Right. And if it takes you out, it took you out in profit. Okay. We talked this morning about daily pip goals. I have a daily pip goal of 300 pips. 300 pips. It can be $3. It can be $30. It can be $300. It can be $3,000. It can be $9,000. Just depending on your lot size and your account size. Okay. So that's something also you need to show up in your daily pip goal with your risk to reward ratio. Okay. You want to go for a 2-to-1. I just go for 300 and anything above that is just extra. Does anybody have any questions for me so far on anything on the course? Anything we need to add next week? Tuesday night, we're going to go over the trading system if you got the trading system. And Thursday, we will do a put it all together class. And then after that, you should be good to just come trade with me. And it won't be long. You'll be doing it without me. Has anybody got any questions for me? Okay.
So what about what's the system you're talking about?
My trading system that I have, that way you can trade all day. Not just on the open. It's got my my indicator where I have programmed where I look to take my entries and my exits that'll pop up on the screen for you. Like right here, it just popped up. I've got them small on this. I don't know why. Popped up an arrow for a buy right there. On yours, it'll be bigger. So we'll be going over that Tuesday. If y'all have the trading system, or if you're interested in the trading system, we'll be going over that on Tuesday, and then Thursday we'll be tying it all together.
I'm interested in a trading system.
Okay, baby. We'll just you come to class every night anyway, so we'll talk about it on Tuesday.
Okay.
We'll talk about it on Tuesday. But if anybody else, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to get this edited. I lost the one we did on the news. I don't know what I did with it. So anyway, I'm going to have to re-record it, and I'm trying to put them in Telegram for y'all in order. So I'm not going to upload this one until I re-record that one, and it will be this weekend. Chloe's having surgery first thing in the morning, so I'm going to go deal with that. Well, all right, guys. If you ain't got no questions, I'll see you in the chat. Love y'all.
Good night.
Good night. How to trade the 4-hour and the 1 minute? The 4 hours, what we do the analyzing on in the morning. So we have an idea of where it's going. And then we just trade on the 1 minute. But by the time you go down to the 1 minute, you should know. You should already have your analysis where it's going to go. All right, guys. So we'll see you in the chat.